What's up, everyone? This is Dave here. Welcome to my What's Up, Dave episode 17. Yes, I missed last week episode, so today becomes episode 17. Uh, Last week I was on staycation, so that's why I couldn't do the live. So today I continue with episode 17. So the staycation was very fun and I was fully energized for 2022. So this year will be another great year for me as I will go all out on my digital business, creating and few more milestones in it. Okay, I hit my and major milestone last week, just last week. Okay, so I hope to have more milestone for myself. And this this year is a year of the tiger where in according to the Chinese tiger, you open your mouth big and eat a lot of things, right? So you are going to grab more opportunity, okay, create more opportunity, generate more ideas, more money ideas. Okay, so today I will talk about rich dad poor dad. Okay, this is nothing new. This book is maybe more than decades old and is still a classic and is a good book to read. It will change your mentality. And this book helped me a lot by changing my money mindset. Okay, so why in this world majority of people are not having great income? The most they are in the middle tier or even lower tier. Okay, so because of this poor dad and rich dad mindset. Okay, so what is poor dad mindset? So point number one, the poor dad mindset is the love of money is the root of all evil. Money is the root of all evil. So you cannot love money. So they think by loving money is being a greedy, is evil, it's not good. So subconsciously you are telling yourself that money is evil. So I do not want a lot of it. By having a lot of it, I'm sinful. I'm not uh, just evil. Okay. So, but what about rich dad? Rich dad mentality is the lack of money is the root of all evil. Okay. So you cannot have lack of money. Why? Because money may not be omni important, but it can actually create choices to create a better life for yourself, or even make you and your family more happier than before. Okay, so the lack of money is the root of all evil. Okay, so it's not the love of money. Money is not evil. Money is just a piece of paper. If you don't use it, it's just a scrap paper. Okay, so it's how you use it. It's just like fire. Fire can burn down buildings, can burn human, but it can also use fire to whip out nice dishes, nice dinner, nice lunch. Okay, so it's depend on how you use money. Money is not evil. Okay, but the lack of it is. So what's the point number two for poor dad mentality? Sense of entitlement. They think that if I work hard in a company, I will deserve to get promoted. I deserve to get so and so treatment. I deserve to get a bonus. Or if I pay certain amount of money for a service or product, I deserve to have this kind of quality of services. I deserve to have a better quality product. Okay, so they think that they self entitlement, they entitled to have certain thing. It is poor dad mentality. So what's rich dad mentality? Rich dad mentality is they are financially self-reliant. They do not depend on others for handout for money. Okay, so they are self-reliant to earn more money. They will not never depend on your boss to give you your pay. Your if your boss don't want to give you a pay, there's nothing you can do. Okay, so you are financially self-reliant for which that mentality. And what is point number 3, okay, for poor dad. Poor dad will always think that I want to play it safe. Okay, everything in life I want to play it safe. Okay, so don't take risks. Just study, go find a good job, and that's the end of your life. Okay, so I play it safe. I don't want to take part in any opportunities that I never touched before or even have any knowledge before. So this is poor dad mentality. And what about rich dad mentality? Rich dad mentality is learn to manage risk. Everything we do in life, there will be risk. So we need to manage it. Risks are unavoidable. There definitely will be risk in doing anything. So we need to learn how to manage the risk. So this is very important. And we do not avoid the risk. We manage it. Okay. So for point number 4, for poor dad, they focus on income statement. It means they focus on how much they earn per month. Okay, monthly, my salary coming already or not, whether my CPF is being contributed by my company. Do I have bonus? Your income statements, how much I earn, how much I got expenses, everything. Okay, so for rich dad is the focus of multiple stream of income. Okay, it's not just solitary income. They focus on a lot of asset class like property, stocks, or maybe digital marketing and other businesses or other investment ideas. Okay, so they focuses on a lot of money ideas. Okay, they do not restrict on one income. They do not look at one income statement sheet. Okay, so they a lot of ideas they have, they generate a lot of money. Okay, so what is the fifth point for poor dad? Okay, you might hear, or some people might say, I'm not interested in money, money is real, or you're not interested in money, just earn enough can already. Okay, I can survive can already. Are you sure you can survive? How can you not be interested in money? Everything you buy, you want to use in this whole wide world require money. You want to go to doctor, require money. You want to go to hospital, require money. You want to eat, require money. You want to enjoy, also require money. You want to study, require money. So how can you be not interested in money? So this is a poor dad mentality. The moment you decide that you are not interested in money, you will manifest that money will not be yours. Okay, money will run away from you because you manifest that. So what is rich dad mentality? Rich dad mentality is money is power. Money can help you to do a lot of things that save you time. Okay, so a lot of things that you don't know how to do, you do not no need to do it yourself. You spend money to engage people to help you do it, so that you have more free time in your life to spend on more priority thing like spending with your family members or pursuing your dream or hobbies. So this is more important. You don't uh, waste all your time trying to do everything yourself. Okay, so money is power. When you think money is power, you are attracting money to come into your life. You are manifesting money to come into your life because you think money is power. You want more of it because money can help you do a lot of things. It cannot buy, of course, cannot buy relationship, cannot buy love, cannot buy a lot of things, but it can create options. Okay, it can create option to make you more fulfilling, etc. Okay, you definitely do not want. Let's say next time when your kid want to pursue some hobbies or some you want to go to certain kind of university, but because of you do not have the income, do not have the savings, you tell your kids that sorry, uh, we do not have the money to send you there. Do you want to have this kind of situation? No. So why not you have this kind of situation that you have money is not a problem to you. You can give your kid choice 1, choice 2, choice 3, choice 4, choice 5. You got a bundle of choices for him or her to choose which path he or she want to go. Wouldn't that be better? Why do you want to have limited choices when you can have more choices? So money is power. Okay. So number 6 for poor dad mentality is emphasize on job security. Is that so? Do you think there is still job security in current uh, economic structure? What is job security? There's no job security. First of all, you own nothing in the company. You are just a pawn, a chess pawn in the company. So whenever the boss, your management, your company doesn't need you, you just go. They will just ship you up. That's all. Okay. So when you find that by the time maybe 10 years or 20 years later, you find that all your efforts are gone because you just lost your job or you're being retrenched, okay, or the company fall down. Okay. So you go back to the starting line again because you lost everything, all your effort gone. So what is job security? There is no job security in this world because you cannot control. You don't own any shares in the company. You are not the founder of the company. You're not a director of the company. So you have no say in the company. So as good as you got no future in the company. So how can you have job security in the company? So never emphasize on job security. There's no such thing. Okay, this is the greatest lies that whoever inculcate to you. Okay, so what's the rich dad mentality? That emphasize on learning. They keep learning. You do not think that rich people they stop learning, they have a lot of money, they just relax down one corner and do nothing. No, they love to learn, they keep on learning. Why do they need to learn? Because money is just an idea, and how to generate more idea, you learn. Only by learning new things you can generate more ideas. When you have more ideas you can generate more money. That's why rich people, rich dad, love to learn. They learn, unlearn, and relearn. Okay, so this is very important. No more job security. Keep on learning, upgrade, and grow. This is very, very important. So, what's the next point for a product mentality? That is blame others. Okay, when things happen, they will shift their blame to others. I just unlucky. Maybe this one frame me, or this because this guy is more luckier than me. He get promoted. I'm not promoted. Okay, so you just blame others. Huh? For that mentality, blame others. But for rich that mentality, they take responsibility. Okay? Whatever thing that happened to you happens for a reason. So you take responsibility and analyze what happened. Why does this happen? And how can you improve on that so that you can be better? So this is very important. Once you take responsibility, you found the answer on how to be better, you grow, you become better version of yourself. Instead of blaming others, you just still stuck at the same vicious circle. Okay, so you have to take responsibility. Okay, for product, the next point for product mentality is they love to create an impressive resume. Okay, on a resume you can see a lot of awards. I won this award, I've been the top employee, at the top sales, I at the I got PhD, I got this kind of degree, that kind of degree, a lot of awards. Okay, so does this piece of paper help you generate a lot of money? No, it's just a piece of paper. It just only show that you have awards. That's all. Okay, it doesn't mean anything. If the company doesn't think so, it's just a piece of toilet paper to me. Okay, so for rich dad mentality, they build a solid financial plan. Okay, what is solid financial plan? They will plan 5 years down the road where they want to go, how much they want to earn, what they want to achieve, what they want to purchase. Okay, 10 years down the road, maybe they want to retire with certain sum of money. Okay, they want to have a big houses, some cars, maybe travel around the world, relax with their family member. Okay, so they have a solid financial plan. So they want to know how much they can earn per month and what they need to do per month to earn that kind of money. So they have a solid financial plan from step 1 to step 10, maybe step 1 to step 100. Okay, so they know how to proceed to where they want to achieve. Okay, so this is more important than having a piece of paper that look sexy or look beautiful. Okay, and the last point, a poor dad, this one is very, very important. I can't afford it. Okay, a lot of times, uh, especially when I in digital marketing or selling some courses, I will hear people say, I can't afford your course, it's too expensive. Is it so? When you tell yourself you can't afford it, you are telling your mind that you really can't afford it and you are not doing anything to afford it. Okay, so you are not going to take any action because you already tell me I can't afford it. So there's nothing I can do. So you will never afford whatever thing that you want to buy. Maybe this car, watch, or certain fine dining, or some clothes, or some courses, whatever. Okay, if you have this kind of mindset that I can't afford it, then you will never afford it because this mindset stop you from taking action to afford it. Okay, so for rich dad mentality is how can I afford it? Okay, when you think how I can afford it, you would think of a lot of ways to get the money to buy the things that you want. Okay, you would think of a lot of ideas to generate a lot of ideas, generate a lot of money ideas to get the money to buy the things that you want. So switch your mindset to how can I afford it? Okay, so this is very, very important. Another thing is uh, when you talk about business, okay, business definitely there will be investment incur. For example, you want to set up a McDonald's. Other than purchasing the franchise, you need to hire staff, purchase the equipment, the storefront, electricity, whatever. Okay, so all these require investment. So poor dad will think, oh, I need to spend this amount of money to start a business. This is very expensive. I can't afford it. But for a rich dad mentality is, this McDonald's, if I set up a storefront at a popular area where there's a lot of crowd, it might help me to generate cash flow, a lot of cash flow for me. And this cash flow can help to finance my kids' education. It can help to finance my travel plan, etc. Okay, so when there's an investment or business opportunity that come to you, think of how this business can help to secure your future financial. It's not on ticks, uh, focusing on what you're going to spend. A poor debt mentality is always think of what you are going to spend. Rich dad mentality is how this business or how this system, how this investment can help me generate more income than I work for a company. So there's two different kind of mentality. So in life, there's only two kind of mentality, negative and positive. There's no in between. Okay, so uh, it's very important that we inculcate this rich dad mentality before we can achieve a very solid financial future. Okay, you will never achieve financial future with a product mentality or play safe with emphasis on job security. Okay, so with this, I will end today What's Up Day episode 17. So I will see you next week on my episode 18. Bye bye.